Where's the?
No, this is just it's just the radio.
Just listen to
Well,
it.
that might just lead you to Pocatello, Idaho. There's this place, Westwood Discount.
Oh yeah, I know the one you mean. Westwood Mall, right? 1900 Garrett Way.
That's it, Suite 31. Apparently, their hours are usually 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday. And people say it's like a real treasure trove.
It really sounds like it. And that's exactly what we're digging into today, isn't it? The story behind Westwood Discount.
Right. You mentioned folks were curious about the family, the Pollards, who owns it, how it all got started.
Exactly. So we've been looking into all that, the family history, Sarah Pollard, the founder, how the mall itself fits in, and how the store became such a fixture in Pocatello.
And honestly, the stuff we found, it's pretty fascinating. Like some really unique ways of buying inventory.
Oh yeah, the buying trips. And the founder's nickname tells you a lot.
Mr. Booth Buyer. We'll get to that. Yeah. And even the mall. I mean, did you see the bit about the indoor water slide?
I did. That's wild. Okay, so let's jump in. Where does this story actually begin? The spark,
It starts with Theron Pollard. He's the founder. He opened Westwood Discount back in 1989.
Okay, 1989. But he wasn't totally new to selling things, was he?
No, not at all. Before the store, he actually had this business selling toys directly to schools and churches around Pocatello.
Ah, okay. So he already kind of knew the ropes, the local scene, distribution, that kind of thing.
Right. And that experience seems, pretty crucial for what happened next.
Which was the big opportunity, right? The Easter thing.
Exactly. So right after Easter in 1989, Theron Pollard gets this chance. He can buy up a ton of leftover holiday merchandise.
Like Easter bunnies, decorations, all that seasonal stuff nobody wants after the holiday.
Precisely. And probably at a massive discount.
And that one purchase,
yeah.
It basically set the template for the whole store, didn't it?
It really seems like it. It kind of baked in this idea of dealing in surplus and overstock right from the start. Not your typical retail approach.
No, very different. Which leads us straight into how he actually got all this stuff, his sourcing strategy.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting. So, twice a year, apparently, he travels to this huge trade show. Las Vegas was mentioned.
Right, these massive industry events where everyone shows off their new products.
And think about what happens at the end of those shows. You've got all these distributors with booths full of stuff.
And they don't want to ship it all back home. It costs money, it's a hassle.
Exactly. So they're often looking to just offload the remaining inventory, maybe even sell it at a loss just to get rid of it.
And that's where Theron Pollard comes in. He's the guy waiting to scoop it all up.
Not to scoop it up, we're talking bulk. The sources say he'd fill 3 semi-truckloads on each trip.
3 semis? Wow. Okay, now the nickname makes perfect sense. Mr. Booth Buyer.
Right. He wasn't just picking items, he was basically clearing out entire booths.
That really captures it. And he apparently said something like, nobody buys like I buy, and nobody sells like I sell.
Quite confident. Definitely sounds like he knew he had a unique angle. And you can absolutely see how that kind of buying translates directly to the low prices in the store.
Makes total sense. Buy low, sell low, but in massive volume. It explains the deals too, like that famous buy 3, get 1 free offer.
Oh, yeah. And that story about the employee, people just started calling her the buy 3, get 1 free lady. That's amazing. It shows how much that deal became part of the store's identity.
It really does. It becomes part of the local lore, We also saw mentions of other big sales, like for their anniversary, buy 1, get 1 50% off. And these 50%, both stores, deals.
Both stores. Ah, right. There was Westwood Discount, too. What was the deal with that one?
That one seemed to focus more specifically on party supplies and holiday decorations. Still the same principle, though grab the overstock deals.
So the whole operation, both stores, it's all built on this foundation of capitalizing on those trade show leftovers. Pretty smart, really.
It is. You do wonder, though, if it's sustainable long term, relying on that kind of surplus. But hey, they've been doing it since '89, so it seems to work.
Yeah, it really speaks to his knack for finding that niche and making it work year after year.
Okay, so Theron Pollard is clearly the driving force behind the buying. But this was a family affair, wasn't it? Let's talk about the Pollards.
Right. Theron and his late wife, Sheen Pollard, their story goes way back.
Yeah, they made it a church dance, apparently. Got married June 1st, 1953.
And then they made the move to Idaho in 1957. That seems like a key moment, setting things up for their businesses in Pocatello.
Absolutely. And Westwood Discount wasn't their first business there, was it?
No, that's interesting too. Before that, they started TP Advertising Co. It specialized in promotional products, business gifts, that kind of thing.
And that was located at 155 Taft Avenue in Pocatello. They were established business owners long before the discount store.
And that Taft Avenue address pops up again, doesn't it?
It does. It's listed on Theron Pollard's record with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, the FMCSA.
That's the Transportation Safety Agency.
Right. And it's listed under the name Westwood Discount. Probably for the trucks. Those semis they use to haul the merchandise from the trade shows.
Okay, that connects the dots. It shows the scale of the operation needing that kind of registration.
Definitely. And it seems TP Advertising might still be going. The sources suggest it's still at that Taft address, maybe with other family involved, like a David Pollard.
So it's not just one store's story, it's this whole family entrepreneurial legacy in Pocatello.
Exactly. And Jean Pollard, Theron's wife, was right there at the beginning of Westwood Discount, too.
Yeah, the sources said she was really active in getting it opened in '89, not just on the sidelines.
Her obituary sounded lovely, happy and loving, contagious laugh and smile, and there was that great description of her being a firecracker and sassy when she worked at the store.
That's great. It really paints a picture, doesn't it? Puts a human face on the business.
It really does. Now, it's interesting, we didn't find like a separate official business registration just for Westwood Discount in the stuff we looked at.
But that FMCSA record with Theron Pollard listed as doing business as Westwood Discount, that kind of serves as official recognition, right?
Pretty much. And it underlines that Westwood Discount didn't just appear out of nowhere. It grew out of decades of experience with TP Advertising.
They already had the business know-how, the local connections, probably some logistics in place already.
Exactly. So, quick timeline. Married 53, Idaho in 57. TP Advertising started sometime after that. Then Jean helps Theron launch Westwood Discount in 89. And both businesses seem to still be around.
That's quite a run. Okay, let's shift focus a bit. The store's home, the Westwood Mall, that place has its own story.
It really does. Westwood Mall, 1800 Garrett Way. It's been around a while, built sometime between, 1966 and 1972?
Yeah, a decent-sized place, too, around 250,000 square feet or so. It even had renovations back in 2001.
So before 89, when Westwood Discount opened, it was probably more of a traditional mall, you'd think. Maybe with department store anchors.
Likely, yeah. Malls back then had a pretty standard formula. But Westwood Mall had some quirks.
You mean the water slide?
The indoor water slide, I still can't quite picture it. Mid-'80s, apparently. Dark green, enclosed tube.
Strong smell of chlorine, ending in a little pool. Maybe near a second floor restroom. It's so specific.
It really is. Definitely not your average mall feature. What were they thinking? Trying to be an entertainment hub.
Maybe. It certainly paints a picture of a different era. They took it out in the early 90s, moved it to Ross Park, I think.
The mall also had other non-retail stuff, even back then, like a walk-in clinic opened in '87.
Yeah, Columbus Convenience Care Center. And over time, the mall seems to have shifted away from being purely retail.
Right. The description now is an eclectic mix, not really focused on trendy boutiques anymore.
No, more like training facilities, the Outer Limits Fun Zone Amusement Center that opened in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
A real variety.
It was even considered for a charter school location around 2012, and another one used space there temporarily, way back in '99.
It really shows that transition towards being more of a multi-use community space. Adapting, There's a manager, Harold Luker, who seems to have overseen a lot of that change.
So today, it's positioned as offering affordable suites, and the tenants reflect that.
Yeah, you've got Tractor Supply, Westwood Discount, of course, but also a health club, daycare, storage units, the fun zone. It's a mix.
And thinking about Westwood Discount's business model, maybe this evolution of the mall was actually good for them.
That's a really interesting thought. Like, a mall moving towards more practical, affordable uses might be a better fit for a deep discount store than a high fashion mall would be.
Yeah, maybe the lower rents, the less formal atmosphere, it all kind of clicked with their whole bargain-focused approach.
It seems plausible. They weren't trying to be fancy, they were about value. And the mall became more about practical value too. So maybe it was the perfect environment for them to thrive long term.
Okay, so we know the history, the family, the location. What's the actual experience like shopping there? And what role does it play for people in Pocatello?
Well, from what we gathered, it's unique. People say it can feel a bit overwhelming at first. Merchandise isn't neatly lined up, it's often piled high.
Right, not your minimalist retail design. More like organized chaos.
Kind of, but in a way that encourages digging, browsing. It's often described as a treasure hunt atmosphere. You don't know what you'll find.
That sounds fun, actually, if you're in the mood for it. I like that quote from the employee, Sherry.
Oh yeah, it's never dull working here. You never know what you'll see, and it's always fun. Gives you a sense of the place's energy.
Definitely. And it seems particularly important for certain groups, like college students.
Huge for ISU students, yeah.
Yeah.
Idaho State University is right there. The low prices on basic school supplies, stuff for dorms or apartments, are a big draw for students on a budget.
There was that article in the student paper saying $15 could buy a lot there. That really says something about the value.
It absolutely does. But it's not just students. It serves the wider community too, as a place for cheap gifts, everyday household goods.
It sounds like a reliable spot if you need something and don't want to spend a fortune.
Exactly. And remember that buy 3 get 1 free lady, Donna Taylor. That story shows how the store, even its staff and deals, became part of the local fabric. It's more than just transactions.
Yeah, it's part of the community conversation. And we saw that concrete example too, the school district buying cupcake supplies there in 2025.
Right. That shows it serves local institutions too, not just individuals. It's really embedded.
And what about reviews? What do people generally say?
Mostly positive from what we saw. People love the friendly staff, love the prices. They acknowledge, sometimes things aren't perfect, maybe slight damage.
But that's the trade-off for the deep discount, right? People seem to get that.
Exactly. That ISU Bagel article called it one of Pocatello's saving destinations. That sums it up pretty well. And they're still operating consistent hours, phone number, they even have a Facebook page.
It feels like its success isn't really about slick marketing, it's about consistency, isn't it? Sticking to that niche, being there reliably for decades under the same family.
I think that's spot on. It's built trust and reputation through sheer longevity. And by consistently delivering on that promise of deep discounts on, well, pretty much anything they can get their hands on.
It's become that dependable go-to for anyone watching their budget students, families, even organizations.
That reliability, maintained for so long, that's a powerful thing in a community. It's a real testament to their model.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, if we had to boil down the key takeaways from this deep dive into Westwood Discount, what would they be?
Well, I think it really comes down to a few core things. First, the Pollard family's long history of entrepreneurship, starting way before Westwood Discount. Second, Theron Pollard's really unique sourcing strategy, the Mr. Boothby approach at trade shows, which is the engine driving those low prices.
Right, rather than just setting the Westwood Mall itself, evolving alongside the store, maybe creating just the right environment for it.
Exactly. And finally, how all that led to the store becoming such an enduring part of the Pocatello community, serving this consistent need for affordable goods for decades. It's really woven into the town.
The real aha moment for me, I think, is realizing this isn't just some random bargain bin store. It's got this whole story behind it. Family history, adapting to opportunities like overstock, finding a really specific, sustainable niche in a tough retail world.
Yeah, it's about more than just cheap stuff. And hopefully for everyone listening, looking closely at a place like Westwood Discount shows something bigger.
How so?
Well, it highlights the kind of ingenuity that can drive a local business, how important those community connections are, and honestly, how many fascinating stories are probably hidden in plain sight around us in places we might walk past every day.
That's a great point. It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other seemingly ordinary places in your own town have these kinds of unexpected histories? Stories of hard work, clever ideas, and just sticking with it.
Maybe worth looking a little closer next time you're out.
Definitely something to ponder. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Where is this?
So how does he do that?
It's AI.
It's AI.
It's fake.
Come on.
Those
No,
are two fake
Those
people.
are two fake people.
And all they did was find.
All they did was go on the internet and search all of this stuff and then put it into a podcast.
Isn't
form.
that crazy?
Come on.
No.
How did you figure out how to do it though?
There's a
Yeah.
app
There's
that
a-
you can buy.
It's the
Holy
AI
man, you
community
never
showing
heard
us.
this, nothing. You
Is it
came in the end.
ChatGPT or?
And everything.
It's
in it.
Gemini.
Oh my,
Gemini, the app
oh,
that showed
like
us.
they interviewed me.
Really?
It was
my-
a podcast, but it's done by AI. It's crazy.
How could they do that?
Isn't that
Podcast,
crazy?
Putting its own AI.
Now wait a minute. How do I get that again?
You can send it to us, right?
I don't know, because it's on Google Drive. When he sent it to me, I had to request access.
You had to what?
Can you download it?
Who did you get it from, Nicole?
James.
James?
Who'd you get it from?
James made it. James asked AI to do it.
James did that?
Yeah.
James did that.
James asked AI to do it. So AI did it, but
And
James
he
put
it
in
a podcast form.
How
Did
in
he
the
tell
world?
him any information? or
Yeah,
no?
he told him find everything you can about Westwood Discount of
and then put it in
Pocatello,
a
Idaho,
podcast form.
and
How did they?
and its owners
They-
and its history.
Yep.
news articles. He asked for all this
There's
information.
stuff that only I would have been able to tell him.
But you've told somebody else, and it's on the internet. That's how the AI found it. Like grandma's obituaries in there.
See, we're screwed.
Wow.
I just don't believe that. I was blown away.
They
I
know
mean,
too much about us.
the people are not even real.
No, they're
They're fake people.
not even real voices,
It sounded really real.
right?
I gotta
You got to listen
show
again.
I gotta have that.
Does it let you
How am I
download?
going to
I
get
don't
that?
know.
How did James? And
Crystal
James
just
did
recorded
that.
it?
I gotta talk to James to tell him thank you.
Yeah.
You really did something, James. How to get a hold of that clown? I gotta tell
We were
him.
just talking about how to get a hold of him. We don't know. Just kidding.
Yeah, weren't you listening, Grandpa? He
Yeah.
wasn't listening
Yeah, I
He
to.
know.
was sleeping.
Yeah, I know.
Grandpa.
Huh?
Hey, ask AI or James is.
Have what?
Ask AI where James is.
AI. How do you ask AI? Yes.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Heidi,
Hey,
you
Siri,
call
where's
on the-
James Pollard?
I want to see if
Credit
people know
cards,
it.
they don't sound as real as those did.
They,
You know, when you call
they,
the credit card companies. And
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're not
people.
using AI yet.
Well, they have some computer talk to you because it's not a real person.
Yeah, it's
I
an
just don't
automated
believe-
system.
I could not. That.
Isn't it mind blowing?
It blew
I
me.
was-
I thought it was so cool when
I
I
was
first listened.
cracking
Everything
up
was the
laughing.
truth, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing fake about anything they said. I mean,
Okay, so James has a question. The slide at Eldon and Dolly's campground, that wasn't the same slide from the Westwood.
oh no,
Well,
no.
I didn't think so.
No, no.
But he was hoping that it was. Like,
No.
he was trying to connect the dots. Like,
No.
that's where that slide came from.
No.
But
That
where
would've been cool.
where did the slide come from?
I don't know. That Westwood Discount had the slide. It was built when it was first built. They built the slide.
Right. He wants to know.
And what happened was a kid died from the slide. He drowned,
Ooh.
and they tore the slide out
No,
after
it's only
that.
13.
No more slide.
Wow.
13.
That's
13
why.
minutes.
It
That's
seemed like
why.
longer.
That was long.
Yeah.
It's 13 minutes and 43 seconds.
13 minutes and 40
I can't believe that.
I'm trying to.
How did you? Oh,
That
I
was
gotta have
Literally,
that.
right after I listened to it, I said, "You need to send that to Grandpa."
I told him to send it to me, and he said yeah, and he hasn't.
I've got this lady called Tavia Belknap on
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok. I
And
know.
she does her dead stock store. It's called the Dead Stock Store.
Yeah,
But,
she's
holy
probably helped your
mackerel.
business too.
I blew me clear out of this. Get two people talking about Westwood Discount, all the whole history about Mr. Boothbar going to Vegas and buying all this stuff.
Oh, really?
How in the world? It's unbelievable.
Said it.
But you had it on your phone. I mean, you was able to.
Because I have it on my drive.
So James gave her access, but it doesn't mean it's public access. So
Is it
she's
Google
trying to.
Like I had to request access for me to listen to it when he sent it to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my! How could I? Oh dear, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is, and it's all AI.
Yeah. So you know how fancy AI is getting, right?
Yeah.
This is an app that he has to purchase for like $100, and what he does is he says find all this information on the internet, and then it finds it all, and then he says, okay, now take this information and put it into a audio podcast form,
I don't.
and that extra money that you're paying
That
gets
don't
those
make
fancy
sense.
voices
That
compared
don't
to
make
like a credit card. They're not there yet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just saying when you call the credit card, they're like, hi, this is so-and-so.
Remember how last time when we met with him, he was trying to do that, like with the Utah thing? He sent me this with all the kids and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
No.
that's better.
Yeah, I need to talk to James. James, you blew me out of.
Do you want me to find his phone number for you?
Blew me out of the socket. You put me. I might have him in there. I'm sure I got him in there. Let me look in my contacts. James Pollard. I'm sure he's going to be in there.
Do you start
I
the
guess-
search there?
You have my number.
H-I-J. It's under Pollard, I
Grandpa
think.
doesn't have your number.
He didn't. He found yours for my number.
P-O-L-L. Eric. Kyle. Jalen.
Is it okay if Deacon can have a drink?
Celeste.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't have it under there.
So you have to pay money to get that done? $100 a month or
I think it's a year.
a year?
I think so.
Oh no. Okay, crash out.
A what?
A crash out.
Crash.
James Pollard,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. Hey.
Hey, I just heard the neatest thing. Nicole just played for me this podcast that blew me clear out of my socks.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, I think.
How in the world could that be?
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Not a
Pretty cool.
got a lot.
That's the most fantastic thing I've heard. I mean, there's two people talking all about me and my business.
They're
Like
not-
they knew me, like they interviewed me and everything else, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Well, I guess not people, but yeah.
They're not even people. That's what she's saying. They're just a couple of AI things. But they sure sounded like people to me. Wow. And you did that?
Like I just use my phone to.
How in the world did you get all that information?
My AI has like a deep research tool, so I just told it to find as much information as it could.
Holy mackerel. And it was so concise. It was so moved along 13 minutes of just talking, back and forth and back and forth. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to congratulate you on something.
Tell him to send it to you.
Pardon?
Tell him to send it to you.
Oh yeah, I'd like to have that somehow. I'd like to show that to David and Donald and Debbie and my family in Idaho. They'd go bananas, just like I did.
This could just be like a audio file that can be shared.
Pardon?
It should be like an audio file that she can share with you, like email it to you or.
How do I do that? I don't know anything about that. I don't know how to make that happen. Would Nicole know how to make that happen on my phone?
Yeah, I mean, she can try to just email it. I'm pretty sure that would work.
Well, I don't know all this technical stuff.
Hey,
I mean, this AI thing has blown me out. I mean, until oh dear,
hey, James.
yeah,
Nicole-
Crystal's here too.
Nicole said something about you giving her permission for it. I don't know if she has permission to share it though.
Did she download it?
That's what I asked her. I don't know if she's figured that out yet.
I can try to download it again.
Well, my phone, 208-243-0. Oh, you got my phone number.
Yeah.
I don't need to tell you my phone number.
Yeah, let me go to my Google Drive.
I'd probably send you just a link and then you can download it to your phone.
I don't know how to do that either.
We can help you, Grandpa.
I just, as I sat here, I just, wait a minute, how'd they know that? Wait a minute, how'd they know that? How'd they know that? How'd they know that?
James, you,
Whatever found on the internet, I guess.
Yeah, all that's on the internet somewhere?
Yeah.
And in
Really?
news articles.
Huh?
And in news articles.
And news articles and stuff like that? Holy mackerel.
public records.
Public records, even? Oh my goodness sakes. Anyway.
Hey.
Anyway, you really knocked my socks off today.
James, you should tell him about the other one you were looking for. Did you get any more hits on it?
What, you did something else?
Yeah, I tried to do it for Dad's shop.
Oh yeah?
I can send that link to
You show face magic and novelty?
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh, I'd like to see that. Oh, that would really be something.
Yeah, I can send that over too.
D. Pollard, Showcase Magic and Novelty in the Crossroads Mall.
Did you find anything more last night?
It generates the audio thing and I never listened to it, so I must do it.
Oh, wow. I'd like to hear that one too. Oh boy, that'd be something. Talk about. Oh boy.
The next one you should do too is the fireworks.
Pardon?
The firework business.
Yeah, SOS Fireworks. Oh, there's all the go back when Dusty and Darren both and Dee used to go run fireworks trailers across the mountains. But oh boy, your dad and Dee and Destry, they were working for Matthews in the fireworks business, and they'd run those trailers full of fireworks and all those there fireworks stands. They'd go over the mountains to deliver them to some place. Oh man, what a heck! Yeah, Dee does, and Darren and Destry down here in Utah. Oh yeah, in the fireworks business. Back so many years ago. Wow. Anyway, what a pleasure. What a treat that was for me. Huh? Oh, that'd be a treat. Oh, that'd be great. Which reminds me, sounds like we was talking to Crystal today. You had a birthday yesterday, right?
Yep.
You're 23 years old now, right?
33.
Oh, 33. Oh, I thought you was 23, you know. It's just, yeah, 33. Golly, you're getting up there, buddy.
Yep.
You're getting up there. I heard you lost your job, which don't sound too good either.
Yeah, they kind of screwed me over, but
Well, let's hope you get another one soon. Gotta get yourself out there so you can. Gotta have a good job that's making you some, good life for you. All right, my friend. Well, hey, it's sure nice talking to you. You sure did surprise me here. Yep, you sure did. Sure
you'll
did.
put the other one now too.
Okay. Well, that'll be wonderful. Is it on Nicole's thing?
He's gonna send it to you, I think.
I can look at all three of you, I guess.
Okay, thanks.
Okay,
James.
because I'd like to see you about the showplace, the magic and novelty. But if you've got that and done, would that be something? Okay. Thank you so much, James. I love you. Please keep in touch once in a while. Hey, you got nothing to do, come to Idaho. I'll put you to work up there for a little while,
Tell him you'll pay him well, though.
Yeah, I'll pay you, of course, when you come up there. You got things to do. You grab a bus. I mean, you're gonna come up. We'll get you a bus ticket. Come to Idaho. You can stay in my house for a little while. Okay.
Okay, I'll let you know.
All right, James. Thanks a lot. Nice to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Bye-bye. Holy mackerel. Now, where's this one he's talking about, Dee?
So he hasn't sent it yet. He's gonna send it,
Oh, okay.
but it's not as good as the one you just listened to.
Well, gee, Christmas.
So don't be getting your hopes up.
No.
There wasn't a lot of stuff on the internet about that. Did you hear the one that he showed about that?
Wow. You had heard it before, huh?
Which one?
The one about me.
Yeah.
And I
I
heard
was
it last.
the first one he sent it to.
You heard it last night?
Yeah, that's how we made up. Was that we were
You
yelling
never
at.
told me that.
Yeah, we were talking and yelling at each other. He said he was going to send it to me, and I wanted to show it to you, but I didn't know she had it. So I'm like, yes, please send it to him. Let's listen to it right now.
This is
man,
how
that
we
was-
communicate, me and him.
Yeah,
He sends me what he makes.
that's cool. I like that.
Wow. Oh, man. Friday, that's something.
You
I've not
know,
heard him laugh in a while.
That's
That is
good.
a podcast.
he felt tickled. He felt special
Podcast.
from Grandpa.
That was a podcast. That was just fake.
It's a fake podcast. Isn't that crazy?
Not even a real podcast.
The robots are gonna take over the world.
Huh?
The robots are going to take over the world, she said.
The robots.
Well, I hear that they can make it sound like Donald Trump. They can make it sound like Biden.
They can make it sound like you.
Huh?
They can make it sound like you.
Darren Pollard. Oh, they can make it sound like me. Oh, dear.
I wonder if he could make it sound like him, like doing an interview.
That'd be really a little up there.
Wow.
That's funny. Hey, we should probably get going. It's after 6.
Wow, yeah, it's getting late. Oh, boy, what a... That's your... Oh, dear. That's something else. Is that something else?
That, yeah.
Where's
Everything
this
they
play at?
said
Is there
was
Star?
everything they said was
No,
just
it's-
exactly the way it was.
Benyon Junior High, I'm pretty
I was
sure.
different.
It'll look
I could
good.
say. That was pretty neat.
It was neater than neat.
60
That was
55
neater
South,
than neat.
2700 West. Benyon
Huh?
Junior High.
Of course, it doesn't have on the internet. Darren Pollard had two families, one in Salt Lake City and one in Idaho.
I don't think anyone's done that news article yet.
Nobody's put that on the internet yet.
Hey, that just means you need to go talk to more news article people. That way we
guess
can
so.
expand the podcast.
Well, that's what I'm telling them now. When people talk to me about my family, I say, "Oh, I was blessed with two families." I tell them right on my store. I says, "Hey, I had two of the most lovely ladies as wives that you ever want to believe, and I had 11 of the most wonderful kids you ever want." You know, and I was so blessed. It's just I tell people I don't even know if you don't like it. Tough, but I was a polygamist, man. I drove every cockeyed week to Utah every damn weekend down here to see mother family, you know. Anyway, I'm glad I did.
Are you taking Grandpa?
Dang glad I did. Because I wouldn't have the blessings I've got now if I didn't. Anyway. Okay, well, gee, I'm glad you came by, Nicole. Thank you. What a blessing.
Come get a picture with him.
Do you want me
You
to
got
take
a
a picture of you
great
guys?
lady
I'll
here,
take
you
a
know
picture of
that?
Okay.
I do.
Yes, sir. Sweet
How do I do
girl.
it?